Hi y'all, so welcome back to my video. So I am going to be recording this beautiful look on my beautiful model. So I hope y'all like, comment, subscribe, and tell me what you think. And as I'm filling in her eyebrows, so one thing is that sometimes I use an eyebrow pencil, but many times I use like an eyeshadow, like a dark brown eyeshadow or a black. But if I use a black, I don't use like an OC black because I'm not trying to, have my client or have myself out here looking crazy. So after I finish filling in her eyebrows, I go in with concealer, and I kind of just try and conceal, clean up. So I am using the LA Girl Pro Concealer, and I think I'm using it in Fawn because that's the color. So I kind of clean up the top and the bottom portion of the eyebrows. And y'all, if I'm kind of like looking like what did I use, I recorded this video a long time ago, so like I have to remember what products I use. So I'm just cleaning up her eyebrows. And now I'm just going back into her eyebrows and just kind of filling it in again, just to make sure it's defined. Yeah, just cleaning up. Oh yeah, that palette is my Morphe palette, 3502, the Nature palette. Yeah, I think, but I'll put it in the description. Now I am going in with a foundation, and usually to kind of blend all the concealer in and make sure she's not looking crazy, I kind of go over the concealer I use on the top of her eyebrows with her foundation color, and it kind of just helps everything to blend in properly. So that's what I am doing right now. And now I'm going in with my NYX concealer palette and just concealing her dark spots with that orange corrector. Putting in foundation, and I'm just blending everything in with my beauty blender. More foundation because I'm trying to build up the coverage, because I want a full coverage look. So I'm just building up the coverage of this foundation. And now I am just using concealer. I'm a lighter concealer for underneath her eyebrows and her eyelids to kind of act as my primer. I don't really have an eyeshadow primer. I just use like concealer to prime her eyelids. Fixing her brows. And now I am going to set the concealer with setting powder. So there are two. I use the Sacha Buttercup and this other powder. I think it's called, I'll put it in the description below, but it's like, I didn't use that one alone because it's white, y'all. It's like baby powder. So yeah, I had to mix it with my Sacha Buttercup because that wasn't gonna work. I'm going in with my Makeup Shack palette, and I'm using the orange and yellow shade to kind of act as my transition shade. I'm just packing in the color, and now I'm going with my Morphe palette, and I am using those two shades. It's kind of like a brown reddish kind of shade, and I am just putting that in her crease, just packing it on. I'm going back with my Makeup Shack palette with that orange and yellow shade. It's looking a little bit crazy, y'all, but you know, don't worry, we get in there. So that's actually the shade I'm going to use for her eyelids, that orange shade, and it's by Myomakeup. So now I'm just deepening her crease with those two shades. This light is not the best, yeah, but yeah, I think that's better. That's a better angle for y'all to kind of see the colors. So now I'm just going in with those two shades, and I'm just trying to marry the colors together, so it's not looking crazy. And now I'm putting in more yellow because I want that yellow to be very evident. And now I am just mixing the colors together for her cut crease. So I used the LA Girl Pro Concealer and my Wet n Wild corrector. I just wanted to mix them a little bit to get like a lighter color. So I'm just cutting her crease. And the thing with the cut crease, you know, it takes practice. Like when I first started like cutting my crease, y'all, it was not pretty, but it really just takes practice, honestly. So after that, I am just packing on my pigment, and this pigment is by Myomakeup, and it is the bomb. Like, it is the bomb. But one thing I did not do is that, or I did not know, is that when you're using this pigment, don't use it wet. Like, don't use it dry. Or if you're putting it on your eyelids or wherever, make sure the base is kind of wet and not dry. So if y'all remember, I kind of set my base with setting powder, and because of that, the pigment or the color wasn't popping. It was not as popping as I'd like. So next time I would kind of like wet the brush, or like don't set my base at all with setting powder. Now I am putting eyeliner. So y'all, I had a lot of videos I kind of like cut out because I was trying to I was just trying different things and stuff, and like some things did not work out, so I had to start over again. But I just kind of cut that all out from the video because y'all don't need to see my trial and error. So now I'm just kind of putting more color, and I'm trying to fix her wing liner, and now I am highlighting her face, and I'm putting that corrector underneath to kind of mix the colors to give her more of a brighter highlight. Now I'm blending it all in. And now I'm using my Sacha Buttercup, and I'm mixing those two setting powders to bake and highlight her face. And now I'm using my NYX concealer to contour. Y'all, look at how ashy my hands are. Oh my gosh. Now I am just blending everything in. Contouring her face, making sure everything's snatched. And one thing I like to do is that I like to go over it with a lighter highlight, even though I've already like highlighted her face. I like to go over it again to just make sure that everything's just popping. Just put a little bit more concealer and set it again just to make sure her highlight's popping. And I'm just putting more setting powder. And I just dusted everything off. I think I don't have the video for that one. And now I'm using this powder. I think it's by BH Cosmetics. And I am just kind of like using it as a little bronzer. Just to kind of warm everything up. And now y'all see I had to keep going in with that orange shade because it wasn't as popping as I'd like it to be. But yeah, that would have easily been fixed if I did not set my eyelids or her eyelids with setting powder. So now I'm going, so as I said before, like I cut out a lot of videos because like I just like, yeah, in a corner I put a yellow shade and I didn't like it, then I had to like redo it, and now yeah, so I just kept going back and forth. Yeah, but I just kind of cut everything out because it didn't really add anything to the final look. So now I am just putting some eyeshadow on her waterline. I'm using the same colors that I used for her crease. So now I put a little bit of a black eyeshadow in her waterline, but I don't know if y'all could see it in the camera. And now I'm spraying her face. Now this is a look I actually like. This was the inner corner look that I actually liked, and I'm going with that really bright shade from the palette. And then after I was done, I think I lost a few videos, but this is me just putting in a highlight for her. I'm just highlighting. I think I got that highlight at the beauty store, and then using like a dark brown shade for her contour to just deepen her contour a little bit. And I'm using that powder to just marry everything together. And now I am lining her lips, the dark brown shade.
Jesus, the King of Kings, you make my life so beautiful.
Now I put in some lip gloss. And now I'm using some concealer to kind of define it. And this is the final product. I hope y'all like it. So let me know what y'all think.